Have you ever wondered if there's a better, more affordable, and sunnier life waiting just a few hours away from the UK? Today, we're putting England and Spain head to head to see what the numbers and the lifestyle really look like. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's just start with a big one. It honestly sounds like a fantasy, right? But the data shows it's a reality. The budget for a pretty standard one-bedroom flat in London could genuinely get you a spacious apartment looking out over the Mediterranean. That one fact alone is changing how thousands of Brits are thinking about their future, their finances, and their whole quality of life.
So why are so many people even considering this? Well, it often boils down to something we're calling the English squeeze, and I have a feeling it's something many of you will know all too well.
You know the combination, don't you? The demanding work life, that constant pressure of rising costs for absolutely everything, and, let's be honest, the weather, the endless gray. It all adds up to this kind of pressure cooker lifestyle that has so many people looking for an escape hatch.
And here is that financial pressure in just one number. £2,300. That's the typical monthly rent for a one-bed flat in central London. It's a staggering amount of money that for most people is their single biggest expense. It makes it incredibly difficult to save, to invest, or, just to enjoy life.
But what's the alternative? Okay, let's pivot from the squeeze to what a lot of people see as the solution. The Spanish dream.
And that dream starts right here. Over 300 days of sunshine a year on the Costa del Sol. And look, this isn't just about getting a tan. It fundamentally changes how you live. It's basically the perfect antidote to the endless gray.
And all that sunshine, well, it fuels a completely different lifestyle. We're talking about a culture that's lived outdoors, where socializing over some tapas or a coffee is just the norm. It's a pace of life that puts well-being first, not the daily grind. With the beach just minutes away and an incredible food scene, the entire focus just shifts from getting by to actually living well.
A great lifestyle is one thing, of course, but can you actually afford it? Well, this is where the story gets really compelling. Let's take a look at the data.
So here's the headline figure. On average, the overall cost of living in Spain is a massive 30 to 40% lower than in England. As you can see on the chart, for every £100 you spend in England, you'd only need about 65 to have the same standard of living in Spain. Simply put, your money just goes so much further.
Now, what's really fascinating is when you break those savings down into your day-to-day life. Just look at this. Groceries for a couple, about 34% cheaper. Your utility bills, more than 50% lower, which makes sense with less need for heating. And eating out, which is a huge part of the Spanish lifestyle, is nearly half the price. These are not small savings. We're talking about thousands of pounds a year.
But the most dramatic difference, the real game changer, is in property. Here we're looking at the average price per square meter. In London, it's about £7,700. In Malaga, a buzzing city on the Costa del Sol, it's less than half of that. This is why that sea view apartment we talked about isn't just a dream. It's a completely achievable financial reality.
And because of those numbers, moving or even just buying a second home in Spain isn't only a lifestyle choice. For a lot of people, it's actually shaping up to be their smartest investment. For anyone with an investor mindset, this number is crucial. 5 to 7%. That's the typical annual rental yield on the Costa del Sol. Now, compare that to London's 3 to 5%. So not only are you buying a property for a much lower price, but it's also working harder for you, generating a stronger income from day one.
And it's not just about rental income. Take a look at the capital growth. While London's market has been pretty flat and Manchester has seen some modest growth, property values in the Malacca province have been soaring by double digits. This is a market with some serious momentum, and it's being driven by huge international demand.
So, let's just step away from the numbers and spreadsheets for a moment and put all this together. What does this new life actually look and feel like?
I think this really just captures the whole thing, doesn't it? It's about swapping the stress of the city commute for the calm of the coast. It's a fundamental shift in your daily environment, your routine, and your whole mindset.
And crucially, this isn't some leap into the unknown. The Costa del Sol is a proven path. There's a huge community of international buyers there, which means everything from legal services to local shops often cater to English speakers. When you add in a top-rated healthcare system and fantastic travel links, you have a move that is both really exciting and incredibly practical.
And you would not be alone. Far from it. This chart shows that British buyers aren't just one of the groups investing in Spain, they are the #1 foreign buyer group by a pretty big margin. You'd be joining a massive community that has been choosing this lifestyle for decades. So after seeing all the lifestyle benefits and the really powerful financial arguments, the final question is, well, it's a personal one.
It really is the ultimate trade-off, isn't it? Swapping high costs and low sunshine for a life that offers more for less. A life with better weather, a better pace, and a better financial outlook. For thousands and thousands of people, the answer is already a resounding yes.
If this has sparked your curiosity, why not subscribe for more insights just like this one? All the data we've covered today actually comes from a comprehensive guide by the specialists at Plexo Properties. You can explore their listings and start your own journey at their website. Thanks for joining us.